All right, let's talk about Strongholds just for a minute. You know, since they brought out the new gear and stuff from Strongholds, roll it, okay? Let's roll it. Roll it.
Psst. Hey, listen.
Welcome back. I'm going to save the huge intro. Well, I'm just going to say thanks to my members. I have 16 channel members now. You guys are all awesome. I get extra lap dances. You know, they're all happy. I'm happy. The strippers are happy. Their panties are full of, you know, cash or Monopoly money, whatever. So what I want to talk about completely unscripted is this new gear that they added to the Dragonflights, which is weird. The whole situation is kind of weird because we've been asking for a long time for Strongholds to be, you know, looked at, fixed, reworked, you know, change stuff around, make the quest better, make the mob stronger, add some more incentives, fix Dragonflight, fix Marauders. Oh my God, fix Marauders. Why do they not fix Marauders? We used to go to 50 waves or whatever and, you know, give us like better rewards as we do it. But they fixed Dragonflight. And even if I know more, I can't really say more, being a content creator program. But the thing is, what they did was, to my knowledge, right, is they made the dragons act like the new dragons. So the old Dragonflight, they had the typical flap your wings, push back, wave your tail, and just, you know, try to bite you or smack you with their hand. So that was the old dragons. The new dragons, apparently, like in Dragonflight, are going to have the mechanics of the dragons from the dragon hunt. So they're going to be more annoying, which is good. They should have more difficult mechanics. And it's going to be more difficult. Obviously, they're going to raise the difficulty or the health points or whatever the way they're going to do it. That's fine. My issue is incentives. But before we get into incentives, let me talk about this. We've been begging for Stronghold content. I don't know if they're working on it. They say they're looking at it or what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing exactly. What I do know is if you're going to do Stronghold stuff, don't do it in increments. I think doing in increments is not a good idea. Like, here, let's do this time, and next time we're going to do Marauders, and next time we're going to do this, and next time we're going to do that. We'd rather have a full rework of it, but I get it. It's not going to happen that way because all the resources mostly go to like module development, which is like 90% of their work. For them to like just focus on Strongholds would take a lot of, you know, resources and time. Like, even if you had the resources, if you don't have the time, then it doesn't really matter because you don't have the time to do it. So that's not going to happen. So they're doing it like this, like here, occasionally we'll put this here, we'll put this there. So that's what it feels like to me. Because of module development, content development, they cannot afford to put like too much time into some other things. Like whether it be like class balancing, they'll do a little bit of it, but not much of it. Whether it be fixing this issue, whether it be fixing that issue, that takes away from module development. So that's why they do it slowly. Not justifying anything. I'm not defending them or anything like that. I'm just saying how it is. So back to the point of Strongholds. So now we get this Dragonflight thing, which, like I said, they make the Dragonflights fight like the Dragon Hunt dragons, which is an upgrade, right? The dragons should have been more difficult to begin with. But the loot they're giving, right, is kind of weird because it shouldn't be best in slot. In other MMOs, like Stronghold stuff are best in slot, but Neverwinter, it's the opposite. Like Stronghold stuff is never best in slot. It's middle of the road stuff, you know? Stepping stones for new players. So they added the gear that I'm going to show, just pop it up on your screen right now, just a few pieces. And as you can see, they have high item level. They have some bonuses, but they're not best in slot. We have better gear in Vault of Stars, and we have better gear in the new Dragon Hunts. And it wouldn't make sense for them to add Dragonflights right after they created the hunts and make them best in slot, because then that renders the Dragon Hunts useless if there's better gear in Strongholds. So then people stop doing Dragon Hunts and then they start doing Strongholds, right? So, since they will never make the best in slot gear come from the Strongholds, what they're doing is they're making it middle of the road gear. You know, you get a new guildie, right? A lot of guilds have no requirements for item level, right? So they say, okay, you're 10k item level, you're at level 10 and level 20. As soon as you hit level 20, you can join our guild, right? And you can be 10k, 15k, whatever the fucking item level is. Haven't leveled in forever, so I don't know. So let's say you're 15k or 20k, and then your guild is a Dragonflight. You're a 20k dude who's not strong enough to really do it. Well, you can take part in it, but you're probably like one of the lowest item level people there. And boom, something nice drops, a nice ring, 1,600, whatever. And you do that multiple times, and you gather a whole bunch of gear that suddenly take you from 20k item level to 30, let's say, for example, or 40, whatever, right? So you're getting boosted item level wise, but you haven't had the time to marinate in your character, learn how your character plays, all that stuff. So you get into that item level, but you're really not stronger. Your item level is giving you more damage or more healing or whatever, more tanking, but you're really not stronger. Like, who wouldn't take the gear? It's like people are getting pushed towards higher item levels without being capable of handling that. That's why you see a lot of people joining queues and stuff that are 70, 80k, which You guys got to agree. Every time you guys queue and people say, here, I'm 78K, 75K, 80K, and then you inspect them, they're wearing all that orange stuff from like Dragonbone Veil or whatever. And then you go and do it and they hardly do any damage and they're really bad at tanking or they're really bad at healing. So it's just like fake item level. So like if you're a new player and you're in a guild and these Dragonflight rewards come to you, so when they do Dragonflight, even though they're not best in slot, they're good enough for you. So of course you're going to take it. Like who wouldn't? I would too. So what am I getting at? My point is they're doing it wrong. What do I mean by that? Adding gear as incentive for Dragonflights, for the Stronghold, for Marauders, or whatever it might be in the future is wrong. They shouldn't add gear at all. And let me explain why. First of all, you take away from like normal content, which is boss, trials, dragon hunts, right? Second, we're adding way too much gear in the game, like way too much gear. We don't need that much gear. We have too much gear, right? We don't need more. The incentives in Stronghold should be different than the incentives in content. So for me, if I was a developer, it would have been an easy choice. I wouldn't even have to think about it. That's why it's hard for me to understand why they're thinking about it. It's like they think players just want gear. It's not the way it works. My incentives for Dragonflights would have been totally different, non-gear related. Maybe drop, greater shards of power. Maybe coalescent motes. Maybe enchanting stones rank 1 or rank 2. Even if they're rank 1s, which you can get the broadest shot for 100,000, if they drop for free from a dragon, right? Or you can purchase it from like getting some sort of currency from Dragonflights, right? That's 100,000 you're saving. And if you like add all the enchantments in total, you're saving like 1.2 million because you just buy. What about epic or legendary collars? What about things that can help a player besides gear? Because we get the gear elsewhere. That would create incentive. I would love to go to the Stronghold to farm greater shards of empowerment or get a chance at a coal mote. If there was coal motes, in like a chance of a coal mote in every Dragonflight, I'm not saying 90% chance to drop. I'm saying, let's say there was like a 10% or 5%. Wouldn't you guys do it? The coal motes are fucking vital to upgrading shit. I would do it, but the gear they added is not incentivizing people to go to Dragonflights. It will incentivize veterans like me, you, whoever's like been in the game a long time, guild leaders and officers to host Dragonflights to help players who are lower geared. They're not doing it for them because this gear is not best in slot and it shouldn't be. I'm not even complaining that it should be. It shouldn't be. I'm just saying the incentives for doing stuff in the Stronghold should not be gear related at all. It should be everything else but gear. Enchanting stones, things you could upgrade with, things that are vital and useful. Even some things unbound that people could sell, like they could farm. It will incentivize them to spend time in the Stronghold. If I knew that I can get like greater shards of empowerment, those orange things that you upgrade your collars with, and they're worth 150, 200,000 astral diamonds, and I have a 5% chance every time I kill a dragon, I would spend so much time in the Stronghold just to make that money. At the chance of making the money. At least when I went there, I know there's a chance to earn something, and I'm not wasting my time. Because now if you go to the Strongholds and do Dragonflight or do whatever, you're not getting anything. It's literally nothing. Pointless, right? So, I don't know. You guys think I'm crazy? The incentives should not be gear at all. We have gear everywhere in Neverwinter. Dragon hunts, Juma bags, whatever the fuck you do, it's gear related. Why don't we do Strongholds that is not gear related? Fuck gear. We have tons of it. We don't need it, guys. We don't need it. So Cryptic, if you are listening, for the future, if you add future content, or maybe reconsider this Dragonflight stuff, which I doubt you will because you already created all that stuff, make it worth our while. It does not necessarily need to be gear. It could even be companion mounts. Like you could added mounts that are not in the game anymore that have been removed that people want for collections. You could have added companions that help people like boost their stats, like phase spiders or whatever. That would have been better than this gear. It's good for middle of the road, but this gear is not incentive. That's my point. This gear is not incentive to run Dragonflights. So yeah, sometimes I kind of wish I was a developer. Not that I have the skills. I don't. It's not part of my skill set to code or whatever. But my ideas, I think, are pretty cool. I could definitely help this game be better. And not just me. There's other people out there that have pretty fucking crazy good ideas. A lot of people in my Discord give me a lot of good ideas. Like, we're not stupid. We have a very small community in this game, and we need to keep this game going. And the way this game is going now, it is not trending upwards. It's not trending the right way, okay? It's just not. And they're trying really hard to keep this game afloat. This is not the way. And there's a whole other story. There's marketing. There's the way you present the game. There's a whole bunch of other shit that we don't even know about behind the scenes. All I can talk about is like the game itself because that's all I see, right? So yeah, so if they're going to add like more stuff in the future, like Marauders or whatever, they really need to sit back and, you know what? Galactic's right. We shouldn't keep adding gear. Plus the fact that they're adding gear and they're adding gear that has the same bonuses as previous gear. And they're just like flipping the script, changing a few stats. They'll change what kind of stats you get. It's like they're rolling, like D&D, right? They're rolling for stats on the new gear, but the equip bonuses are the same. So you're just getting the same shit named something else and with different item levels and combined ratings. That does not make it new. Like, I get it. There's only so many ideas they can come up with, so much resources. They need to recycle stuff because not recycling stuff and adding new ideas and adding new coding costs money. Yes, I get it, but at least do it the right way. We don't want gear all the fucking time. All right. We want to earn this gear, like this dragon hunt gear, right? We earned this gear by doing those fucking crazy dragons, which were fun, which is a fun mechanic and fun thing. So we got the new Serene Hood and we got the new rib cage. We got the new boots. We just got everything. Let us keep it for like a year. Let us stew in our rewards and get to enjoy the gear. It's like in real life. You go out, you buy a nice t-shirt or a nice shirt. You don't just take it for 1 month and throw it away unless you're fucking, I don't know, BTS or Justin Bieber or fucking some other super rich fucking whoever, band or whatever, which can afford to change underwear or change t-shirts or throw them away every day. We can't afford that. So you don't just get a t-shirt, wear it and say, oh, fuck it, I'm never wearing it again. We want to enjoy it. Let us enjoy our gear for like a year. And then a year from now, come out with more gear. Like, this can even apply to campaigns. You don't need to bring more gear in every campaign. Let us marinate in it like we do in artifact sets. You guys used to bring like the Lost Mouse set in the past. We marinated in that in over 2 years. Then you brought the Orca set. We marinated in that in over 2 years and you wouldn't change it. And then now we got the Storyteller Journer sets, which is not an artifact set, but you know what I mean. We've had this for over 2 years or 3 or whatever it is. So like, do the same with gear. Let us marinate in the stuff. You don't need to keep switching it, right? If you want to bring new rewards to the game, make it non-gear related. Non-main gear related. You can make it companions, mounts, refinement stuff that we can get. It could be cold wards. It could be whatever. Anything that can help us make a profit and also better our characters. Because players don't have trouble finding gear. Players have trouble finding everything else because it's so limited and hard to get, right? All right. That's my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below what you need. Definitely think about joining my Discord, guys, because I'm going to start holding events in my Discord, which will give prizes, mythic gear, this and that. I'll always announce it in videos on YouTube. But if you haven't joined my Discord, definitely join my Discord because I'm going to hold events like screenshot events, creating banners events that people can create, take part in different events. We might even have trivia, all this kind of stuff, which I will reward the winners with prizes like mythic gear, legendary stuff, companions, whatever. And a video will be created as well. But then to take part in it, you'll have to take part in it in my Discord. Does that make sense? So yeah, a video to announce it, but you'll be taking part in my Discord. So I might move away from doing the giveaways on YouTube and just announce it on YouTube. And then you guys have to take part in my Discord. That makes sense. And then I can make a video of the winners on my Discord and upload it. So I think it's just a lot more fun. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I don't think I spoke out of pocket or anything. I think I made a lot of sense. So do you guys agree that gear shouldn't be the incentive in Strongholds, that it should be everything else but gear? I think they should be, because we need incentives to hang around in the Stronghold, socialize, become friends with people, and actually do stuff. The Stronghold is absolutely ginormous. Ginormous. Look how big this fucking place is. And it's, just sitting there doing nothing. Anyways, Galactic here. Peace out. Stay safe.